Hello everyone, I am Neha and welcome back to Neha's Perspective. Wish you all a very happy new year. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 things that I relearned in the year 2021. So let's go. So first one is don't overplan anything. I am someone who would plan and overplan each and everything in my life, and when something wouldn't go according to me, I would be really upset and sad. But because of the pandemic, almost 98% of things didn't go according to my plan, and at that point I was really kind of lost. I was sad. I didn't know what to do because, and this didn't just happen with me, but I think with almost everyone. So it was such a situation which was, first of all, very sudden. We didn't expect anything like that, and even though it did happen, we thought that it will recede in a few months or so, but it didn't, and we are still in the middle of the pandemic, after almost 2 years. So with all of the things going on, the thing that I realized that I shouldn't be over planning anything in my life, because you don't know what is going to happen the very next moment. And if you keep on planning things, and if you would expect that everything is going to go according to your plan, then you're going to get hurt even more. Just don't expect so many things out of life, just don't plan too many things, and just have like an overall understanding of what you would want to do in your life and just live by it. And in the line of my first one is the second one, that is take one day at a time. So as I said, that don't plan too much or whatever, I have realized that we tend to just focus on future, not realizing that our present is so very important. Like, we just plan a future and do everything for our future on the lines of the famous COVID pandemic that we are currently in, that we should be able to sort of reflect back on our lives and just take the moment, take the day as it is, and don't really stress upon things that are not in your control. The third one is relax and stop overthinking. Okay, so I am a massive overthinker. I'm going to think everything like multiple times, and the thing can be like 7 year old, 8 year old as well. So, this thinking, um, one day I sat down and I said, I think so much about everything and I reflect back on everything, which is a good thing. You should be able to reflect back upon what you did throughout the day, throughout the week, and all of that. But overthinking a particular thing multiple times is not going to take you anywhere, honestly. You can, if it is helping you to become a better person, like for example, if you did a mistake and you overthought that, and then in the future, if you're certain that you are not going to make that mistake ever again, if it is something like that, then it is, I think, healthy. But too much overthinking is not at all healthy. You just kind of keep yourself in this kind of a box and think and rethink a thing multiple times, but at the end of the day it doesn't really make sense, but you have spent a lot of your time in overthinking things and it doesn't take you anywhere. I mean, you just spent so much of your time in the past which you cannot go back to. So rather than overthinking, think about your present and your future and just relax. That's the third point. Fourth point is don't stress about the things which are not in your control. And I also like in here mean that if every one of us live in very uncertain times today, sadly, we don't know what is going to happen. Like, let's say in 10 days time, or forget 10 days, we don't even know what is going to happen tomorrow. So in such a time, don't stress over the things which are not in your control, right? You should be able to um dedicate your energy on the things which are in your control. Like for example, your happiness is in your control, right? You shouldn't be able to put your happiness into something which you are also uncertain of. So take care of the things, worry about the things that you can control. If you are putting your happiness, or if you're stressing about the things that you can't control, like if like for example the pandemic, no one can control it. So if you are just stressing about or worrying about such kind of things, the only thing is that you're going to be unhappy and unsatisfied at the end of the day. And that is something that I've relearned this time, and I hope to take this forward with me for the rest of my life. Fifth one is stay positive. This is something that is really very important. At any moment of your life, you should be able to stay positive. And it is solely for your own health. You know, it's kind of selfish. Like you should be able to be positive, because everywhere around you, um, if you're trying to do something new, there are 100 people who are going to look down to you. They are going to see negative things, but and which affects us. I mean, at the end of the day, we are human beings. Things affect us, but we should be able to look at everything in a positive way. You know, even if someone is criticizing you or something, you should be able to take good points from them. That if someone is criticizing me for like a specific thing, is he just criticizing me or saying bad things about me, or are they trying to teach me something? And if you can pick such things out from a person, I think it's beneficial for everyone. So just stay positive and look for positive things around you. Sixth one is take out time for things you love. So what usually happens is when we get into our careers, and you know, as we grow up in general, we focus on academics, we focus on our career, we focus on our job or whatever. Rarely are we able to take time out for doing something which we love, which we are passionate about, which has been our hobby since our childhood. So you should focus on your career, on your education as well, but you should take a lot of time out for your hobbies, for the things you love. You know, it doesn't matter how well you do them or how many hours a week can you dedicate to your hobbies. The important thing is that it is something that you love, and you're doing it just for yourself and not for anyone else. And it's not for, you know, people to appreciate you or to praise you or something. It's just because you love it, and that's the whole reason why you're doing it. So seventh one, which is really important, is prioritize your health. Because you know, we kind of tend to neglect our health many a times. Well, at least I kind of tend to neglect my health. And you know, we don't really eat right, we don't exercise enough. But um, health is something which is going to be able to sustain us throughout our lives. You know, if you're not healthy, what is the whole point of just having a wonderful career, earning so much of money, if you're not even healthy, if you don't get enough sleep, if you have, you know, infinite health problems. And so if you want to achieve anything in life, you have to be fit. That's like the first and most important criteria. You should be able to work hard towards what you want to do in life. And in order to work hard, your brain should work, your body should work efficiently, and therefore it's so important for you to be healthy. Eight is work hard and smart. Now, everyone works hard in their capacity. According to them, everyone would um give a certain number of hours to their work. But what is going to make us different from that of others is that not only working hard but also working smart. Because people tend to do either of them. Either people work smart and not work hard, and or some people who work really very hard but they don't work smartly. So what I've learned is that you not only have to work really very hard but also really very smartly. Because if you're just working, like, you know, 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day, but the output is not even sustainable, it's of no use working 16 or 18 hours a day. Therefore, here the working smart comes in, that you know what you have to work on, and you're going to work on those things for the next 16 hours. So therefore you'll also be efficient and you'll also get a sustainable output from it. Ninth is be consistent in what you do. And that is something which, like, most people lack. Because I've seen people who are smart, who are efficient, who work really very hard, who are extremely talented, but the only thing they lack is consistency or discipline. I kind of sit down and just tell this to myself that if I can be consistent in using the social media, if I can dedicate hours and hours on social media without like anyone telling me to be consistent on social media, and neither it is my profession to be on social media. Like now, yes, now I'm a YouTuber, so that is my profession, but before that it wasn't my job to be on, the like Instagram or YouTube or any other platform. Neither was it required by my educational institutions to be on that particular app. But still, I used to dedicate so many hours in a day to all of those social media applications. So as to say that if I can spend so much of time on the things that are not that important in my life, I can definitely spend like particular number of hours in a day to the things that are really very important to me, and remain consistent towards my goal in life. So I think that's something that I've trying to do for a few days now, and I hope to do it for the rest of my life. And the last point, and I think which is like really one of the most important points in today's video, is that happiness is a journey, it's not a destination. I've heard this quote somewhere, and I think it's so relevant that we always tend to tell ourselves that I will be happy when I get this particular thing, or I will be happy when I achieve this, when I do this, or whatever. But when we achieve that thing, or when we do that thing, the happiness is very short lived. So, life is not like checkpoints, that you're going to be happy at this particular point when you're going to achieve this, and then you're not going to be happy for some time, and then you're going to be happy at some another point. Happiness should be a conscious effort by everyone, and you should be happy every single day of your life. Um, because yes, if you would achieve something, you will be happy, but you have to sustain that happiness. You cannot just be under the constant stress or anxiety of achieving something in order to be happy. You need to be happy consciously and just content with what you do. I mean, I always used to think that I will be happy when this will happen, and the pandemic has actually given a wonderful reality check to everyone, that I thought that that is the moment, if I achieve that thing, I'll be happy. And that thing never happened because of the pandemic. And I was so sad that I was rooting for that thing for so long, and I wanted to do that thing. And I also got a chance to do that thing. But the thing never happened because of the pandemic. So all my happiness disappeared in like a second, and the happiness wasn't just converted into like no feeling, but it was converted into a very different level of sadness. So that time I realized that all my happiness was associated with this thing that I wanted to achieve. As the thing couldn't happen because of the pandemic, I lost all my happiness. And then I thought that why was I actually associating all my happiness with that particular thing? So instead, if I had been happy throughout and would have said to myself, even if I get this thing or I don't get it, I am going to be happy, because um, I am not going to contain my happiness or associate my happiness with any particular thing or person or a destination. My happiness is going to be lifelong, it's going to be continuous, and it's going to be conscious. So, these are the 10 things that I relearned in this year, and I hope to take these things forward with me throughout my entire life. I hope to um, act on all of these things and try to consciously do such things and implement them in my everyday life. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like the video, share this video with your friends and family, comment down below whether you like this video or not, or what is the thing that you learned in the year 2021. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.